because there is speculation that the supercommittee will declare its work a failure. The U.S. credit rating could be cut again as a consequence. But the senior vice president of Washington research for KBW says the market has already baked in the chance of a downgrade. Brian Gardner is in our Washington bureau. So, Brian, is a downgrade a sure thing from your perspective now?
I wouldn't say it's a sure thing. I think the rating agencies will take their time. I think one of the things your previous segment was talking about the efforts to possibly undo the sequestration cuts. I think if that starts to pick up momentum in January of 2012, then I really think you'll see the rating agencies jump in. You may see some commentary too from them. You may not see a formal downgrade, but they may step up the watch or the outlooks that they have for U.S. sovereign ratings.
So for everyday people, what is this going to mean? I mean, what is going to fail to exist in terms of the president's agenda of pushing forward a payroll tax holiday, of possibly extending unemployment benefits? Does all of that become an impossible thing at this point?
No, I think those issues remain likely to be completed in December. I think there is broad bipartisan support for them. I think if the president speaks this morning, I think you'll hear some very measured comments because he knows he has to work with Congress to get these items done. He wants these items done and completed by the end of the year. I think the supercommittee work and the budget cuts less so. I think he was less engaged in that. But I think Congress will return after Thanksgiving. It won't be a pleasant December for most of them, but they will be able to extend the payroll tax cut.
So you still believe that stimulative measures are possible even if they add to the deficit?
Very much so. I mean, I think there's a lot of talk about austerity and the need for fiscal responsibility and people looking to Europe and what all that means. I still think in the U.S., though, the prime driver politically is next year's election. And members of both parties are looking for economic growth, anything that they can work with to push their re-election chances next year. So I think minor stimulative efforts like that, like you mentioned, unemployment benefit extension and the payroll tax cut, I think they're likely. I would be very, very surprised, and I think the market would be surprised. I mean, I don't think we're seeing a big reaction today to what has happened with the supercommittee.